got back, did a little bit. Now we hardy, puffy, tough, do-rag and Tim's. Kinda hard to get a job back out on the block. Charge that to the young girl, she grew up in a rush. Had it bad, no doubt. She don't know who to trust. Every man she ever loved only wanna crush. Oh, no. Charge that to the king. But it's all gravy. Hey, baby, shots get popped.
Good afternoon and welcome to Expose Under the Sun, brought to you by the Detroit Native Sun newspaper. I'm Sharon Dumas and I am your host. I am very excited today because we have two people here today that we're going to be interviewing about some special projects that are coming up. We have Empress. How are you today?
I am blessed.
Good. And Mr. Arbuckle, how are you today?
Somewhere between outstanding and exceptional.
Now that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Empress is from Sankofa Life Network.
Yes.
And can you tell us what Sankofa Life Network is?
Well, that's Dr. Kiefer is the founder, and she created this learning center so Detroit can come and get wellness, healthy living, and classes to support alternative lifestyle.
Okay, and where are you located?
We're located at 18734 Woodward Avenue, across from Palmer Park, between 6 and 7 Mile, 2 doors from the water station, which is another Dr. Kiefer entity.
Absolutely. I knew Dr. Kiefer for a very long time. I believe since I started my organization before 1982, actually. So for over 35 years. And so she had a show on this station.
Absolutely.
And she is most certainly missed.
Yes, I'm pretty much getting a little nostalgic because I've sit here with her about maybe 4 times.
Okay.
So I'm kind of getting a little kind of that way. But I've known her from 1995. I met her in Jamaica.
Oh, okay. All right. And what are the classes that you have coming up?
Well, the classes that we have coming up is we have Tai Chi, we have yoga. But more importantly, I didn't want to focus on the classes today. I really want to focus on the fundraiser that we're doing right now to secure her legacy and to continue her vision. Dr. Kiefer is 18 months since she passed. Mm-hmm. So, the building needs Detroit support and our affiliation that Dr. Kiefer has built here over 35 years.
Okay.
So we're really pushing this drive, and it's awesome that you welcome us here today to talk about that.
What do we need to do to support? Because absolutely, you're correct. I mean, Dr. Kiefer put a lot of time and effort, and she helped a lot of people.
Yes.
And so I know that the community really wants to come out and help.
Well, a lot of the community, and some of people still don't know that Dr. Kiefer passed away. It's been 18 months. Wow. And we, the board, is dedicated and livicated to continue that legacy. So we want to resurrect the memberships, which is $20 for the gold, and there's a lot of incentives for the gold members. You can use it at discounts towards your class, use free classes. You get a Dr. Kiefer book when you open up a membership. So that's one way.
You get a lot.
You have a lot. You have a $50 membership where you get all the classes free, and you have a $100 membership where you get all the classes free, 25% off, and $200 hotel gift cards. There's a lot of incentive, and to think about it, you're getting a wellness program for an entire year.
Right.
For these membership alongside with Dr. Kiefer's book.
Right. So we're asking the community to come out and support the legacy of Dr. Kiefer.
Yes.
And then not just for Dr. Kiefer, but for ourselves.
Absolutely.
The wellness is for ourselves. It's time for us to love ourselves enough to do what we need to do to make sure that it happens. And so I applaud you, and anything else that we can do. There are several events we have coming up. We will support you in that way because Dr. Kiefer was really a great person.
Absolutely. And she left the Sankofa Life and Wellness Center to the community. And we're just facilitating and guiding it. But she really and truly actually left. Who does that? I come all the way from Atlanta, and I've been here since her memorial.
Okay.
Just because I'm passionate to see our people get the best information to heal themselves back to health in a natural way.
Absolutely. And then, what we're seeing in the city of Detroit now is that other people are now taking over our businesses and the homes that we left, and it would be ashamed if we allowed that to happen to the Sankofa Center.
Oh, absolutely,
So
absolutely.
definitely give your contact information for us.
Okay, our contact information is 313-826-0473 or 313-733-6430.
Say it again, slower.
313-826-0473, 313-733-6430. And our goal is to pay off our mortgage by the end of this month
Oh, okay.
so we can own that building that's on Woodward.
Absolutely. And give the address as well.
Okay, our address again is 18734 Woodward Avenue, across from Palmer Parks, between 6 and 7 Mile, 2 doors down from the water station.
Right, 2 doors down. So the water station is actually connected.
Yes, it's one of Dr. Kiefer's entities
Right.
as well, and it's still thriving alongside with her son and the team and the members that's there. But-
Okay.
So the wellness center really, really needs your support and your help. And we would like you to call and come in and get those memberships, support us, make your donation to the center, Sankofa Life, and let us save Dr. Kiefer's vision and dreams so that you can have access to this wellness center to better health.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We will definitely be supporting you 100%.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And Mr. Arbuckle, you're here for a great project as well.
Yes,
Can you
ma'am.
tell us a little bit about your organization and what you're doing?
Certainly. I'm Marcel Arbuckle, and I'm the Executive Director of the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development. And we are a 501c3 public charity that provides substance abuse prevention, life skills development, workforce development, semi-independent living and learning, teen parenting,
Wow.
and community action for youth and individuals that are in and transitioning out of the foster care system, as well as working with members of the community.
Great. And what do you have coming up?
Well, one thing that we're going to be having come up is our 9th annual Prostate Cancer Survivors Golf Outing. Prostate cancer is an issue that is impacting not only the black community, but all men across America. And I'm very passionate about it because I am personally a prostate cancer survivor. I had a radical prostatectomy back in 2007, so I'm very, very pleased to announce that I am 9 years cancer-free.
Wow,
and
that's great.
looking to continue. And so each year we have, since that time, we have sponsored our prostate cancer survivors golf outing. And it only costs $50 per golfer. And we have some great sponsors. This year, our lead sponsor is the Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority
Okay.
and their Suicide Prevention Coalition. And that is very apropos because if a man has prostate cancer and doesn't go out and check it out and take the proper steps, it's almost like he's committing suicide.
Okay.
There are very, very good means for being able to prevent prostate cancer and to have early detection. And part of our mission is to educate men and the public in general on the steps that can be taken for early detection. And obviously it means going to the doctor and taking a PSA test. We men kind of got turned off by what it took for prostate cancer because everybody was afraid of the rectal digital exam.
Right.
But modern technology has addressed that issue for us, and now it's a simple blood test that can tell you whether or not you have prostate cancer and your PSA levels. And then from there, you will go on to get a biopsy from a urologist. So we're very pleased to have an opportunity to sponsor this event, and the proceeds go to both our organization as well as to Henry Ford Hospital Vattikuti Urology Institute for Prostate Cancer Research.
Wonderful. So, men out there, did you hear that? It's a blood test now. So there's no reason for you not to go and have the test.
Absolutely.
And is it true, or if you know, that prostate cancer is more prevalent in African American men?
Absolutely. The Center for Disease Control has confirmed that prostate cancer is more prevalent in African Americans, and then those of us who are ancestors or have relatives, especially your father or your brother that has prostate cancer, then you are a much more likely candidate to have it. So that would give you a greater incentive to go and have it checked out and make sure that you're okay.
Right. Now, you may not know the answer to this question, but why do you think it's so that it's more prevalent in African America? Is it our diet? Is it our stress level?
I think you hit the two right on the head. I
Yeah.
think it's a combination of both the stress levels that cause the enzymes within our body to react in the fashion that they do. And then also it is our diet, which is high in fat and some of the other things that would also lead to not only prostate cancer but colon cancer as well. Like the water station from Dr. Kiefer that has the alkaline water is a good method to try and work with your, to become heart healthy and to become healthy living and live a nutritious life so that you can avoid some of the issues that arise from not living that lifestyle.
Absolutely, and of course, getting rid of the lard that we used to use,
Absolutely.
and the things like that, and to eat greener foods
And sugars.
and get rid of the sugars and all of that. So I know that we can do it to save our own lives, and so we
Absolutely.
need to take those steps. Can you give your contact information for us?
Certainly. Our location is 15827 Indiana Street, which is right off of Wyoming and Puritan. And you can call us at 313-340-3101, or you can just look us up on Eventbrite and look up CUYFD Golf Outing. And as I indicated, the golf outing is only $50. It's an individual low growth score, which means every man for themselves and every woman. We also have flights for A, B, and C golfers in the men and women's division. So if you come out, there's a grand opportunity for you to win. Everyone will also receive a raffle ticket free with your golf ticket. And the grand prize for the raffle is a free trip to Mexico, which is being sponsored by World Adventures. And then also we have for a hole-in-one prize a 2017 Ford Fusion, which is being sponsored by our friends at Avis Ford.
So they would win the car if they do a hole-in-one?
If you come out and on the 17th hole hit a hole-in-one, you're going to drive off in a brand new car. And the event has been insured, so we definitely will pay off if you hit it.
That's wonderful. You need to give your phone number now so people can call.
Yes,
and
once
get
again, that
connected.
phone number is 313-340-3101. And if you can't get through then, you can actually call me on my mobile phone, and I'm going to actually do the forbidden and give out my
The
cell
forbidden,
phone
for
number.
sure.
But that is 734-377-0087. And feel free to call me, and you can register on site. And the event is on August the 18th. It'll be held at Idlewild Golf Course in Livonia, Michigan. The address there is 35975 5 Mile Road. So it's right at the corner of 5 Mile and Levan.
Wonderful. And it's interesting that the two of you are on the show together,
Yeah.
and we're talking about
Absolutely.
prevention, and he's talking about, going out and actually supporting a disease that's prevalent in African American men.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Tell us a little bit more about your organization, some of the other things you do.
Yes, the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development was founded in 2010. We're an affiliate of the Hartford Memorial Baptist Church, and we're funded by the National Council on Alcohol and Drug Dependency of Greater Detroit, and through a grant from the Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority. And we have been in existence since 2010, working with youth that are in and transitioning out of foster care. I myself am a survivor of the system. I was abandoned at age 2, left standing on the steps of the city courthouse, and we were fortunate enough. I was 2 years old, and I was left with my 3-year-old and 4-year-old brother. And we were fortunate enough that the person who noticed us standing there happened to be a social worker and placed us into foster care. And I'm very fortunate to have the type of history that all of those wonderful people who designed the system intended to happen, and that I was placed in a Christian home. I stayed with that family until I was 18, and they sent me off to college, and I graduated from college and got hired by Ford Motor Company here in Detroit, and I've been married for 30 years and have a happy and productive life. But I discovered through some research that I am the exception rather than the rule.
I can imagine.
And that really only 2% of young people in America today that transition out of the foster care system go to college. And in fact, 65% of the young men that transition out of foster care transition into prison. 45% of the young women transition out of foster care and transition into prostitution, homelessness, and substance abuse. And I wanted to change, do something to try and impact those statistics. And we launched the center and started our program, and we were having everyone read our book called I Have a Story to Tell, and it is a nonfiction autobiographical work that chronicles the history of my life. And I felt that if other young people had a chance to read it, then it might motivate them and help them navigate their life. And so we worked with Hartford Memorial Baptist Church and launched the program. And we have young people reading our book and then have them write a 5-year life plan. What am I going to do with myself after I age out of the system from age 18 to 23? And I spent 27 years of my life prior to doing the work that I'm doing now working with Ford Motor Company as a business planner. And I watched a multi-billion-dollar international corporation plan themselves out of bankruptcy, plan for themselves not to have to take a loan from the federal government. And if it can work for a multi-billion-dollar international
Absolutely.
corporation, then it can work for individuals. And so we launched the center and launched our summer youth employment program. And I'm happy to report that just last year we had Dr. Angelique Day from the Wayne State University School of Social Work conduct a program evaluation on our program, and it was determined that of the 250 young people that we have touched their lives over the last 6 years, that they have gone off to college at 3 times the rate of the national average.
Wow,
So
congratulations.
thank you. And that very much proves that if you give the time, put in the energy and the work,
Oh,
then you will
absolutely.
get the positive results that you desire.
Absolutely, and your story is like heart-wrenching because to leave 3 boys,
Yeah.
2, 3, and 4
Yes.
is really something. So truly, it's a blessing that you got a chance to
Absolutely.
really become the man that you are. I
Thank
mean,
you.
that's wonderful.
Thank
I'm excited. Congratulations.
And
That's
you
great.
know, the thing is, my biological parents were both heroin addicts, and that was 57 years ago. I'm 59 right now, and what I'm saying is that it's true that history is repeating itself because now we've come full circle with the drug epidemic, and what is it? Opioids, heroin,
Yeah.
and you know, we see the type of devastation that it had 50 years ago, and we're going to see that same type of devastation if we don't get a hold of this issue right now.
Absolutely. I know a young man right now that's 15, 16. His guardian passed away. His parents are on drugs, and they don't care. They don't want him. And he is, what is it? He's challenged, okay? And so now he's getting ready to go into the system. So what would you tell parents out there or people out there who have the opportunity to take some of these young people in?
Absolutely. Being a foster parent or an adoptive parent is so important today. Right now in the state of Michigan, we have approximately 15,000 young people that are in the system. And right here in Wayne County, that number is about 1,500. We have about 10% of that population right here in Wayne County. And obviously, because of the demographics of Wayne County, then the vast majority of these young people are African American. And we have some opportunities to reach out to these young people, to provide a loving and caring home and support. And let me say that you don't have to be perfect. These young people understand that you're not perfect because they know they're not perfect. But what they need is somebody who cares. What they need is somebody who can use their life lessons to show and give experience and give training to them. And hey, along my life I made some mistakes. So I'm going to tell you about those mistakes and motivate you not to make those same mistakes. But I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm perfect. And I think that type of genuineness and actual caring and love is all you need. And then a loving adult can relay their experiences, and that's what we need here in Wayne County and throughout the state of Michigan, as well as across the entire country, to provide love, caring, support, and direction for those young people. Right now,
I'll give you contact information because we're
okay.
almost about to
Okay. I
close.
don't want to go. But yeah, my contact information, feel free to contact us at 313-340-3645. 3101, and you can also contact us by email. That's cuyfddetroit@gmail.com.
Wonderful. And Empress, do you have anything else with your project?
Yeah, well, I just want to furthermore talk about the youth, because I'm here because of one of Dr. Kiefer's youth. She's very big on youth ambassadors, and she put out a lot of young youth that's right now entrepreneurs. And we have a program right now at the center by NG Akai and NSKS, the one that put on the African World Festival.
Yes, yes.
So she has 17 students out there, and they are preparing and training to go out in the world as entrepreneur, as working in the corporate world, you know, doing all these things. And their first job is to work on the African World Festival.
Okay.
And they also put an awesome thing together called the Fountain of Youth, which will be at the center. This is all them on the 27th of this month at Sankofa from 12 to 8. And of course, I want to shout out Asani and Shelby
Okay.
for allowing me to be here. And they're having their fast and electric brunch. It's called Book and Brunch. This is
Okay.
two young people.
So give your
about
contact
relationship.
information because we're about
It's
to close.
we're at 18734 Woodward Avenue, across from Palmer Parks, between 6 and 7 miles, and the numbers is 313-826-0473 and 313-733-6430. And thank you
You're
for allowing
very,
us
very
to,
welcome, and thank you guys
absolutely.
for understanding.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, and I'm looking forward to
Yes, yes,
attending.
Miss Sharon.
I don't play golf, but I'm definitely going to promote it.
All
so.
right, thank you. And there's a dinner afterwards, so if you don't play
Right.
golf, feel free to come out and join us for dinner.
Okay, this has been Expose Under the Sun. I'm Sharon Dumas, and we'll see you next week.
I'm fabulous. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Daddy. I'm fabulous.
Young cat got back, did a little bit. Now we hardy, puffy, tough, do-rag and Tim's. Kinda hard to get a job back out on the block. Charge that to the game. Young girl, she grew up in a rush. Had it bad, no doubt, she don't know